They start their shift like it's business as usual. They end it in the back of a squad car. Here are 5 cases when dumb Karens get arrested at their job. Number 5. Wawa supervisor arrested for $16,000 theft. A supervisor at a Wawa store is arrested after being discovered stealing over $16,000 from the company by processing small unauthorized refunds. Here's what happens when the police are called to the scene.
Hey, what's going on?
So somebody from our loss prevention team is interviewing her on the phone, so they just told me to give them 1 second.
He's interviewing her on the phone?
Yeah.
Who's this?
One of my supervisors.
Your supervisor's interviewing somebody on the phone?
No. Someone from our loss prevention team.
Is interviewing the supervisor that stole? Okay, so
they're just guys getting their statement and stuff like that.
Okay, are they wanting to prosecute?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
So he just told me he's about 10 more minutes.
How can you explain what happened?
He called me yesterday and he said, hey, this is what's going on, like refunding like gas and refunding just different purchases or different amounts on a credit card. So.
Okay, so it's theft of about grand theft.
Yeah.
All right.
Do you mind waiting?
No, do you have receipts and all this other stuff?
Transactions, and they can send me the videos.
Okay. Awesome. I'll go ahead and pull a case number. Can you verify whether or not they want to prosecute?
Yeah.
Okay. Once you verify if they want to prosecute, I'll go ahead and pull the case number and get everything else situated for you guys, and I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right? But she's inside there right now, right? Okay. Hello, ma'am. My name is Officer Brooks with the Powell Police Department. Okay. One of the reasons why I'm here. There's some things I gotta go ahead and read off to you prior to we doing anything else, okay? All right. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say may be used against you in court, okay? You have the right to speak to a lawyer before and during questioning, okay? If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will be appointed to you one will be appointed to you before questioning without charge. Okay, do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so understanding your rights, you still wish to continue to talk to me?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
The woman confronted at the store shares her side of the story.
All right, do you have any ID on you?
This is my purse, it's right here.
Which one? This one? All right. Get that information for you, please. What's a good contact phone number for you? Okay, you want to explain to me what's going on right now? In reference to what you know, because, we have some stuff that's basically being dealt with that, you obviously had a phone interview about and things of that particular nature.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So the thing is I've been battling some financial issues. I've been working with Wawa for almost 2 years, and just recently, I've been having issues with like keeping up with my bills and stuff like that. I have a disabled son, so my kid's father's not really in their life, and I really don't have no help. I'm a single mother of 3 kids, and I just was doing like some refunds for gas and stuff like that for my car, giving out like free hoagies and stuff like that, like customers' food. Started about a month ago. Recently I just went to Wawa like for help. They have AIN to see if I can get help like with my mortgage payments, because it's really just a tough time for me. And like I was telling them, like it wasn't like I was doing like big quantities of anything, just like $20, $30, $5 here or some shit like that, but they were false refunds. So that's what this is about.
Okay. So it added up to a kind of a decent dollar figure.
I don't know what it added up to. I'm not sure.
It's kind of sequential. It's kind of big. Overall tally of what they've basically been looking at since then. It's kind of big in regards to the refunds and the gas and going back and forth with a lot of the transactions that they had. So unfortunately, at this particular time, I'm going to have to place you under arrest. Okay, and it's going to be for about $4,000.
Due to the total amount stolen, there is no way out for her now, except through jail.
Okay, because it's over a certain dollar figure. Okay.
So I'm going to go to jail?
Yeah, you're going to go to jail, unfortunately. Okay. Is there anybody you want to call for anything at all, or your
Yeah,
vehicle?
because I have my kids, my vehicle is here.
Okay. Is there anybody you can go ahead and call for your care of your children? All right. Go ahead and make the necessary phone calls and do what you got to go ahead and do. I'm going to go ahead and get an officer up here because we're going to have to conduct a female search and make sure that you're all secure. Okay. Prior to you going into the back of my vehicle.
Okay.
All right. Do you have any questions for me at all?
No, thank you.
Okay. Now, do you have anything inside your purse
Not.
that you wish to disclose at this particular time because it's going to get searched?
I have lighters and like.
Do you have any illegal substances or anything
With
of
my
that nature?
binder.
I'm
I
sorry?
don't know if it's nothing in
Is there anything in there?
it. It is.
Okay, we're going to have to take that for disposal. Okay?
Okay, please don't charge it. It's just I'm not gonna get charged with this.
No, it's
not
for
a lot or
destruction.
nothing. Okay.
It's for
I
destruction.
can throw it
I
away.
need- yeah, I'll take
Thank
it.
you, please.
Okay, what else?
A cigar
That's going to be in the trash, so you could probably just throw it in the trash because they don't accept that stuff in jail.
and lighters and stuff.
Lighters and things of that nature we don't also accept in jail, so you might as well just throw that
Throw it
away.
away. Just throwing all the lighters out. All this stuff will be kept with me, right?
Yes.
And this can stay here. These are for there.
Following protocol, the officers search her belongings, remove prohibited items, and help her make arrangements for her children and personal effects.
You guys don't have a Ziploc bag inside of here, do you?
I don't think so. I gotta leave my keys for my
Yeah, anything
my
that's...
child's father.
Yeah, that's fine. Did you just text him?
Yeah, he's on his way.
He's on his
from
way?
work. Yeah.
Okay. Where would you want it? Where do you want to leave it?
Oh, my keys are on the back, in the back table.
On the back table?
Yeah, in the
Okay.
break room.
Do you want to tell anybody to go ahead and pick it up for you, or what?
I can text a coworker. She's
Yeah,
out there.
okay.
Signal 14 is going to be
Now, once you get to the jail, if you need numbers out of your phone, you will let the CEO know that you need additional numbers.
So can I write them down now, though? Like put them on a paper?
You can.
Okay. I was gonna say that way it'll just help me.
It'll help you a whole lot better. You could just have them take that out of your purse.
She at the door with my keys.
Ma'am? No, she don't need this.
You don't want this?
No. You need this?
No.
No.
Door out.
Okay, keys is going to be right here for his pickup, right?
Hold on. Yeah, hold on. Hello? I'm finna go to jail. I have to explain later, but I'm finna go to jail like right now. I gotta write your number down so I can better call you. Yeah. Can you tell him I'm finna go to jail?
She's not playing, sir. Okay?
What you gonna do? You got some bond money?
I gotta see how much it is first.
Hey, man.
Alright.
You got the number down?
I'm writing it down now. I'm gonna write both of them down.
Alright.
Alright.
The officers maintain a calm environment, allowing the woman to prepare herself emotionally and logistically for her arrest.
You done? All right, just put your phone in there.
And like my money and stuff and all that.
Yeah, how much money are we talking about here?
It's not a lot.
Okay.
A couple dollars in cash. It's like my little safe thing.
Okay, put all that in there.
And this right here.
So that way I can go ahead and locate it. Once we get to the jail, it's probably going to be counted out. Okay. They do charge a processing fee, I think it's about $5 to $10. So just probably count on whatever cash is in there being $10 short.
Okay. Alright.
Papi, I needed to do it, Papi. I needed to do it. I couldn't get no more.
Grammy.
Grammy needs to deal with it. I haven't called Grammy like in 3 days. So I don't have to deal with her.
Okay.
Did she know?
Yeah. She's
Okay.
in her-
How you doing, ma'am?
Grab that.
So, Put your hands here. Do you have anything on you that I gotta worry about?
No. Oh, I just got another light in my pocket. Took it out.
Okay, let's take everything out.
This money change. Can you take my jacket off?
Yes. Appreciate that.
Just throw that inside.
So you're gonna take this with you, or you're gonna
I can take it with me.
put your hands on the wall?
Like this.
Thank you. Turn around. Good.
I have to put this inside you first.
Anything about that?
Yeah, this is a grinder. With that.
Despite her explanation and the hardship she described, the legal process proceeds with felony grand theft charges.
Yeah, she can throw that away.
Yeah.
There's no way.
I'm trucking it.
Not in there. So where the garbage can. Put it outside.
You want it outside?
Yeah, I was thinking throw it in there. Somebody might dig in there and pick it out.
Matter of fact, I'll just check it at the jail. All right, this is yours, right? Okay, so go ahead and put the phone away. All right, turn around, put your hands behind your back.
Oh, shit.
Right? Okay. I got the purse, don't worry about it.
Okay, I'll show you.
Yeah, get that.
I need this too.
What's that?
This is paper for her. I think I need to leave this because this is the paper that the guy had me to write the statement who I was on the
statement?
phone with. Oh, this
Yeah,
for
that's
you?
fine.
Oh,
I'll take it. I'll have her. Okay, so I'll go ahead and take all this information here. I'll make a copy of it real quick. I'll go ahead and place you in the back of the car and get everything all situated. Okay? Let's go.
The total loss, as confirmed by the company, amounts to $16,000. She's sentenced to 5 years of probation and ordered to repay the full amount stolen. Number 4. Employee caught cashing fake company checks. Police respond to a business location following reports that a former employee, Tom, has forged company checks. Here's what happens next.
Hey, how's it going?
How's it going?
Hey, I got a call from Chris to come meet with you guys.
Okay.
It's about forged documents or some checks.
No. Hey, Chris is saying something about forged documents, right? You didn't get a text message from me?
I don't know. I'm not.
I sent you over the weekend.
I'm not saying anything. I don't
No,
know anything.
that shouldn't be right.
So
Okay. Why don't we all step inside? Go ahead. See radio. Yeah, another unit routine.
Something, right? Kyle?
I don't know. No, I haven't talked to Chris at all.
I sent him a text message saying, I sent you a text message saying, hey, my dad's in a little bit of trouble, man. I need to write a check. I need about $5,000 that I got money coming, a check coming from the government for my 3 stimulus. Then you guys can have that.
Never had a check. This is from like a week or 2 ago. So
Oh.
how do we deal with this?
Yeah, like I sent you guys a
I
text
don't
message.
have
right?
any proof. I didn't have any.
Yeah, right.
information
I
for
mean,
you.
let Chris get here and see what he says.
Yeah,
That's
well,
how I feel about
just
it.
hang
but-
out for a minute and then.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Absolutely. You want some light?
I didn't know you had.
No, it's all right. I didn't realize that. He didn't tell me. He was here.
Okay. Is he Chris on his way or?
I don't know
I can
yet.
call him.
No,
No,
don't
you're
worry
good.
about that.
Do your own business. Do what you gotta do. You're good.
Sorry, guys.
Is there a back door?
I'm sorry. What?
Is there a back door?
I'm going to go out back to the trash can. put the trash can copy one and you throw this away.
Okay, well, I'm gonna, right behind you.
How do we deal with this?
I'm
So,
just waiting for one other person to get here.
Waiting for Chris.
is he coming? Did you talk to him?
I'm waiting for one of my guys.
Tom says he asked Kyle for $5,000 to help his father, expecting to repay it with stimulus funds, and believed they had an informal deal.
Just so we can have
Yep.
everything accounted
Everything
for.
and understand you.
Yep.
Because I sent Kyle a text message with you.
Okay. Well, I'll get to, we're gonna look through everything, but
Absolutely. Do you know him as a personal friend or just as being an officer of the law?
just,
You never met the man.
I know him through this place.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah. But I just came over here because I want to talk to you, figure out what's going on. So,
Absolutely. I mean, it wasn't like Chris called the sheriff's department and said, he called you specifically. Is that what you're telling me?
yeah.
I mean, that gives me, thank you, that gives me hope because I don't want to get into trouble over this. I mean, I text Kyle. Like, these guys are my friends above all.
Okay.
I care about their children.
Okay. I don't know anything about them outside of this
Don't-
place. Okay.
I get upset easily.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I'll tell you where I'm at already before we get anywhere. One, sorry, he didn't tell me he was already. He was here.
I didn't know he was either. When I walked out here, I just got here. So, yeah.
Okay. So is he not supposed to be here?
So, I don't know if Chris gave you a little history.
Yeah, he
So,
said he worked here.
He worked for us
lived here.
for a while. Needed a place to go. Chris was letting him stay here. We're letting him be friendly.
Okay.
He's always been a great guy.
Yeah.
We've seen some things in the past happen, like things come up missing, little things like scrap and stuff. We tear apart AC units.
Right.
We told him like, oh, don't go back there and take scrap for yourself. That's our money.
Yeah.
So really, about a week ago, I looked at my checking account and noticed a few checks were written.
Okay.
One for like $1,400, one for $600, another one for $400. Didn't think of anything of it because Chris, my partner, he has access to our checkbook as well. So I figured, he just wrote some checks to whoever.
As the conversation progresses, Kyle reveals that 3 checks, 2 already cleared and 1 pending, were made out to Tom.
So I was in the account today about a week later looking, so I actually clicked on the check images to see what they were wrote out for.
Yeah.
It wrote out to him. First off, we've never paid him
Right.
with a check. So they were made out to him, and it said on the bottom, salary, and it had my signature forged.
Okay.
Doesn't even look like my signature at all. I have screenshots of the 2 checks. There's a third one that's still pending, so I can't see the check images yet until it clears. So,
But these are all for amounts. You said
Yeah.
600, 1,400, and
yeah, one's for $1,400. Do you need to see them?
do you have? Can we go to your desk?
It's right in here where you're standing.
We'll pull him out into this area, and then we'll go in there and have this. I'll walk you through. So when I got here, I didn't say who did what. I said one thing, and he immediately
Know about it.
knew about it. He started saying he did it, but he got permission first. So I've got some things. Obviously, after I talk to you and get some images of this, we're gonna have to Mirandize him. We're gonna have to see what he says. I'll discuss it with him and see what he has to say. But for now, do you have his? So he stopped working here. Chris said 6 months ago.
Maybe 5-6 months ago. Yeah.
Do you have on record his termination date, his last pay?
I don't. Chris probably can get it somewhere.
Okay.
I can look through my text messages, maybe see the exact date. But Chris would probably know that more. I mean, I can maybe dig it up. Just give me time to find it out.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't have it already.
No, that's fine. And your name's Kyle.
Tom, on the other hand, continues to justify his actions.
To be working for the AC company, and Chris and Kyle, they let me live here for a little while. Well, they're going to sell the building beginning of the year, so I kind of just been keeping maintenance on it until then, and I'm out. I texted Kyle weeks ago about my dad needing money because he was in a situation not well. And I found out that I am getting the stimulus checks that I never received. So I said to Kyle on the text that I will sign those over to you guys. I need the money. I need to write a check. Why is there a problem? Like, I have seen you since then. You did.
Officers review the screenshots Kyle provides, showing images of the checks. They determine Tom forged at least 2, possibly more.
I just screenshot it.
Yeah, so what I'm going to do...
So that's not my signature at all. I never write that installations in that amount.
1,400. 0 cents. Okay.
This was the first one.
Okay.
Okay. Second one was the same day, December 5th. Same date for 600. Okay, this one says salary, and that's still not my signature.
Okay.
Okay, and I don't, like I said, I don't do any of that. So, okay, so the last one is still pending, and I can't see the physical check images until it clears, so it must have just happened, like, yesterday or today or...
Can you see, did it give you a date?
Yes.
A date posted?
Yeah, let me see. Now, I didn't write a check for 480, so Chris
Well,
hasn't
Lincoln
been
41,
there.
50.
Okay. And you two are the only ones with the ability. Okay, perfect.
1 Lincoln 41.
4 to 13
I
point.
hate to say that was his too, and then something cleared, but I didn't write a check.
He already told me that he hasn't. Chris has already said he hasn't written any checks. So.
I'm trying to think. No, I didn't write. No. Okay, so it's 408. Okay, is the amount.
Okay.
And the date is 12/14.
He's written $2,408 to himself. I have a few things.
Okay.
After,
I'm gonna call Chris.
when I go do the Miranda,
Okay.
I have enough to take him.
Yeah.
So after we do that,
Ask him what he wants to do with all his belongings. I mean, if he needs to pile it all up, he can. If he wants us to do it, I just don't know where he's gonna put it all. So
right.
you can ask him what he wants to do with that stuff.
Okay. All right.
You can call Chris.
I'm gonna.
With enough evidence, police move forward with the arrest and read Tom his Miranda rights.
Because I'm going to ask you questions here, I have to read this to you, okay? So, have you ever been read your Miranda warnings before?
Sir, yes, sir.
Okay, all right. As follows, right? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to an attorney, have him or her present with you before and during questioning. If you cannot afford to hire an attorney, one will be appointed to represent you at no cost to you before and during questioning. If you wish, you can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. Okay, do you understand each of these rights as I've explained them? Okay.
I have a question.
Yes.
Is Chris not coming?
I do not know. I don't know what his plan is. I don't know him that way. I don't know what he's doing. Okay. So, Tom, I got to ask you. Okay, so here's where we're at. There's 3 checks cashed December 5th, December 5th, and then December 14th. Okay, for a total of $2,408.
Should be more than that.
Should be more than that.
I've got $5,000 worth of checks here.
Okay, so there should be.
I told you that. I told you that in the thing. Leave over here, should I stand?
Okay, so there.
Or you drive this?
Well, yeah, just hang out for me. So there should be $5,000.
Total.
Okay.
That's what I told these guys.
All right, so all right, you've given me an amount. Here's where we're at, Tom. When I got here, I didn't say that I was here because you forged checks, but you immediately.
Yeah, because I
Assumed.
knew that's the only reason why you guys would be here if you said anything like that. And I told Kyle.
Why would that be?
Because these guys never said nothing to me, and I never said nothing to them, but I asked them about $5,000.
Okay.
Kyle, before you came back, he said that.
Yeah.
I asked him why I was here, and he said he texted the owner of one of the business that his dad was hurt and he needed to borrow $5,000, and then he did a check and sent it to his dad for $5,000.
Tom doesn't deny the accusations, instead repeating that he believed there was a mutual understanding with the owners, citing a text exchange and personal history.
He said they never replied back to him saying that, yeah, you can get your money
I
now.
didn't get the reply from Kyle, but I see him often enough. If he would have thought some type of way,
That's what he said.
he would have said something, both of them.
Okay.
I see Chris almost daily. You go ahead.
Okay. All right. Tom, you mind standing up for me?
Yeah. He's gonna handcuff me, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Please.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do anything. Trust me.
Yeah, please don't.
I'm not. I got a phone right here.
And I don't want you to drop your phone.
We get everything.
Drink a little more water.
Hold on. I'll feed you. If you need water, I'll give you.
Oh, damn it. What?
Drop your wrist.
All right, I
So
got
it doesn't
it.
hurt. Well, I don't want it to hurt. All right. Tom,
That's your mission.
your belongings that are in the back, do they have permission to put those in your car? Chris said you can keep your car parked back there. They're not going to do anything with it. They're going to lock it up and they're going to let you keep it here. You can come get it when you get out, okay?
I'm not gonna get out if they're gonna press charges. How am I gonna get out, young man, when I'm gonna press charges on this? They wouldn't. If they felt that way, they would have told me in the beginning and said, "Hey, what is going on here?" Sir, I would have told him, Kyle or Chris. I text Kyle about this. Like, I told you guys, I got money coming. It's coming right to that mailbox right there. He gets my mail sometimes.
Do they have permission to put the stuff in your car?
Yeah, man.
Is your key in the car? Or?
You guys got it.
Okay, all right. Thank you. So he said he does not want to come out and talk to you.
Great.
So I'm sorry.
But these guys got no problem with keeping my stuff here and this and that, right? So
they don't. So they did say, what he did say is that when you are out, you can come by, you can get all your stuff. They're going to collect everything for you. And put it in a safe place for you so it's not out in the rain. They're not going to throw it outside. They're going to keep everything where it's at. Your car's going to stay where it's parked. When you get out, I'm going to leave the key with you. So when you get out, you can come over here. You can get all your stuff, okay?
Before transport, he's informed that his belongings will be secured and his car won't be towed. He can retrieve everything after release.
Like, this is better anyway. This way you're not getting towed. You're not paying for a tow fee and like a storage fee and all that, okay? They're still trying to help you out as much as they can, all right?
I understand, but why wouldn't these guys say something to me? I talk to them all the time.
I don't know.
I just mentioned this gentleman. After the fact, after I was like, hey Kyle, thanks. The next time, I seen him like 3 days later. Thanks, I really needed that. I'll make sure you guys get your checks. Okay. Or whatever.
All right. You want to pull your foot in for me, sir?
Yes.
All right, thank you.
He was ultimately arrested and charged with check fraud. Number 3. She stole $2,000 from Macy's to fund a beach getaway. Police were called to a Macy's store in Orlando to investigate a suspected employee theft. The suspect, a 24-year-old sales associate in the Sunglass Hut department, had been caught taking cash from the register across several shifts. Here's what happens next.
We have her stealing cash throughout the course of the events that she was here.
Multiple occasions?
It was a total of 2,100. 100 and something. So she's in the office.
Are you the supervisor? Or
She is the loss prevention.
okay.
So everything crime related, that's one of them over here.
Okay. All right.
They will make every decision you need to make.
Yeah?
Good evening.
I'm Officer Goncalves with Orlando Police.
I'm Officer Wallace.
That's my partner, Officer Wallace. What is your name?
Mariana Henao.
Henao. You have your ID with you?
It's in the car.
It's in the car?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know why we're here?
I do.
Yeah. All right. So you're not under arrest or anything, but under Florida law, every time I go talk to somebody, I have to read their Miranda rights, right? I'm sure you've seen in TV shows and stuff. So like I said, you're not under arrest. You're good. Take your time. Is that your water? If you want to take a sip of water or anything, you can take this sip of water. I'll read your constitutional rights, your Miranda rights. If you have any questions at any minute, just stop me and I'll explain it to you, okay? You have the right to remain silent. Do you understand? Is that a yes? Okay. Anything you say may be used against you in court. Do you understand? Yes. Can you just verbate it just for the recording? If it's a yes or no? You did.
Yeah.
Yes? Okay. You have the right to talk to a lawyer before and during questioning. Do you understand? Yes? If you cannot afford a lawyer and want one will be provided for you before questioning without charge. Do you understand?
The woman spoke candidly with officers, acknowledging her actions and providing context.
You want to take a sip of water? You good? Okay. Has anyone threatened you or promised you anything to get you to talk to me? No? Okay. All right. How old are you?
21.
21?
24.
24? Okay. Any kids or anything? No? Who do you live with? Your parents? You're from Orlando or? Okay, so we got called here for allegations of some missing money, right? I'm assuming Macy's already talked to you about it. So I'm here to get your side of the story of what happened, right? I'm usually pretty up forward and I'm honest to the person. That's why I tell you, like, you know, there's no secret to why I'm here, okay? How long you been working for Macy's?
It will be 4 months.
4 months. And what is your job here at Macy's?
Sales associate in Sunglass Hut.
Sunglasses. So you sell sunglasses? Okay. And part of your duties as associate at Sunglass Hut, do you do cash transactions when you sell sunglasses? Okay. So the allegations that Macy's is doing is that it's been some discrepancy on your cash register, right? Are you aware of that? Can you tell me what happened?
To keep it short, I mean, I took a few times money from the register.
You took money from the register? Do you have any idea how many times?
A few times.
A few times. We're talking 3, we're talking 10, we're talking 50.
I was less than.
The officer digs deeper, trying to understand how she managed to pull it off.
And do you know how much money you took? 2,100?
Yeah, that's what they said, yeah.
Well, that's what they're saying. How much do you think you took?
I estimated under 1,000.
Under 1,000? Okay. Like, on the times that you took, what was the largest amount you ever took in one day?
400.
400. And then what was the least amount you took in one day?
I think it was like $60.
60 bucks. How you were doing?
How?
Yeah. Like you were waiting till the end of the day, or when the customer hands you the money, you didn't put inside the register, or how do you do?
No, it was whenever I closed or opened the register.
When you're closed or open the register? And then you will take the money out?
So if it was in closing, I would take it from the deposit.
What do you mean by the deposit? Like the money that you would have sent it to another employee to make the bank deposit?
Yes, or like here at Macy's, we would go upstairs and we would like throw it into like this mail thingy, and I guess they send it out to somebody or something. Like we'll put it in a bag, in a deposit bag.
Okay, and then when you put on deposit bag, do you seal that bag?
Yeah.
Okay, so because this is where I'm asking some of those questions, okay? And I appreciate your honesty. I appreciate your telling me that you took some of the money, but I hate saying like, hey, you know, it's $2,100, right? As Macy's saying $2,100, but you're saying, hey, I estimate less than 1,000. So I want to make sure there's no other person involved on this.
Oh no.
That could be even without your knowledge.
She confirmed she acted alone, sealing each deposit bag herself, something the officer verifies to rule out any accomplices.
Taking that money later.
Without my knowledge, I wouldn't know.
Right, that's why I'm saying, like, I want to make sure, like, your bags were always sealed, right? Like, when you did your deposit. Because, like, I never worked for Macy's, right? But all my young ages. So I worked for other stores, and I actually worked for a bank at one point. And I'm assuming it's kind of pretty similar to what you have here. So, like, when I work on a bank, at the end of the day, they call you batch, right? Which you count your money, and then you put all that information, and your computer system is supposed to match. Okay, he's supposed to have $3,000 cash. When you count your money, it puts in there, yes, they match $3,000 cash. And then we take all that money out. We actually had it to put in order. If it was like $2,000, we were supposed to, all hundreds were supposed to wrap it in $2,000. And then we put on the seal envelope that I seal, and I also had to initial the envelope. And then I go to the drawer which is like the chute we call where you put your money and then you close.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. The little mail thing upstairs. I call it a mail thing, but it's like a little
Yeah,
chute.
yeah. So after when you close your money, like you count your money, how much average money you had a day?
That varied a lot because I mean there were some days where there was no deposit, some days where
Like all your sales were like credit cards and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but what is the like? I'll say, what is the largest amount you ever had on your drawer?
Like in total?
Yeah. Like on your sales, right? Did you have a minimum amount that you start?
Yeah, 300.
You start with 300, and then whatever you sell cash, then
That's the deposit.
the amount plus the 300.
Her method? Accessing deposit funds during opening or closing shifts, removing the cash before sealing the bag and dropping it into the store chute.
Well, I don't know if it's plus the 300.
Oh, but you send that 300 back, or you keep that 300 on your drawer?
No, so the drawer itself always
Has 300.
has to have $300. So then if there's more than $300, when there's cash payments throughout the day, then that's the deposit that we would, put in the chute. So then every day will be $300 a register, morning, night,
So if you had no sales, you had $300.
Correct.
Right? Now, if you sold $1,500 in cash, then you would have a total of 18, which is the 300 plus the 1,500.
I believe that's how it works.
Yeah. All right. Why are you doing this?
Like I told them, it's for school, not out of pay out of pocket.
You're paying for college?
Yeah, so I did get a scholarship, but there's parts where I have to pay back. And I have an upcoming trip. I know it sounds stupid, but I have an upcoming trip next month, and I'm short on money on that.
Where are you going?
Cancun.
For how long?
A week.
A week? Going with friends, family?
With my boyfriend.
That's fine. Where are you going to school at?
What
classes?
It's medical assistant with EKG.
Oh, very good. How far are you in?
I just started.
How long is the program?
It's an accelerated course, so it's like 4 months.
Oh, those are hard.
Yeah. And it's 2 days a week. But I'm using that as a stepping stone to like do nursing later on.
It's probably one of the best industries. I wish I had a thought and went to the medical field instead.
It's hard.
It is hard, and I don't know if I can do it. So, but it's a beautiful profession, I'll tell you that. I think it's extremely real.
Let's be honest. Stealing to cover tuition? Somewhat understandable. But funding a Cancun getaway with her boyfriend? That's a harder sell.
So I see every day, like we go to hospitals every day, we see people every day. So I have my kids in the hospital at times, and I'll tell you, like, it's extremely rewarding. It's a beautiful profession. I hope you can continue, especially if that's your dream. I hope you can continue and succeed, because it's amazing. How much are you paying for school? Like, how much money you're short?
Sorry.
No, you're good. Mm-hmm.
I'm like 6,000 short.
6,000? How much is the program?
Oh my gosh.
It's okay, take your time.
I'm sorry.
You're good. I totally understand, believe me.
It's over. It's over 10K.
So you got like tuition for like 40% of it. Alright, still quite a lot of money. I paid myself through the police academy, and the police academy cost me 5K. And to me that was a lot. The only difference that the police academy is full-time, so it's extremely hard for you to work. So I had to work most weekends and stuff, and I 100% understand, what you're having to go through.
She admits she planned to stop, claiming that the theft the day before was supposed to be her last.
Do you have any plans to stop? what was your goal like besides the trip? And like it was like when once you paid off your college, that was when you were kind of like gonna stop, or
No, I was gonna stop after the last.
the one from yesterday? How much was the one from yesterday? $100. Do you regret? At any point you thought as you were doing like, I can't get caught and I can go to jail? You thought about it? Is there anything that I forgot to ask that you want to add that you think is important? Anything on your side or anything that I missed? No. Would you like to write an apology letter to Macy's?
Can I say verbally? Right.
Prefer in writing, just because it's easier, because I'll have to turn all this information to a judge, and it's easier for the judge to see in writing than have to watch my entire body cam. You have zero obligations in doing it, okay? If you don't want to do it, that's fine. You know, this is 0% obligation. I only ask, I normally give the opportunity to everybody. Once I see that they have some remorse, that have some regret of doing, just for, you know.
Despite her remorse, officers inform her that Macy's has chosen to press charges. She'll be taken to jail, though she may qualify for bond.
But if you don't want to do one now, you can always do one later. You can actually, if we get the chance to go in front of the judge, you can tell and talk to the judge over there. That's up to you.
Yeah, I'll wait.
That's okay. All right.
So what's like the whole, like
the process right now? Okay, I'm gonna go get her side of the story again. I want to see like everything that she has, her statement, the evidence, and everything, and then we're gonna go from there. Most likely, you know, and you're probably gonna be going to jail today. Okay, you will have a bond. You'll be able to make phone calls and everything from the jail to get your family to help you out, to bond you out. You're also allowed to bond yourself out if you have any cash or card. But based on the little that I already saw it, and if it continues that they are willing to prosecute, my hands are tied on that. I have no choice but to take you to jail today.
So which choice? Who has to say?
Guess that beach trip's off the itinerary now, huh?
Macy's, they're the victims of the crime. So I'm just the mitigator here, and you know, as far the law works, every time there is a crime, the decision comes from the victim. With few exceptions, right? And those few exceptions, I mean domestic violence, homicide, and stuff like that. Homicides because the victim can't speak, right? So on this case, which is a theft, you're being charged with theft, and then the victim is Macy's. So I know they were making a couple phone calls to their superiors and stuff to trying to get the final decision. If the decision is made to prosecute you, then I will be taking you to Orange County Jail for processing. Okay? The way it works is you will go there. I will do my paperwork. Once I complete my paperwork, you get processed to Orange County Jail. Have you ever been arrested? I assume no, right? Okay. So you get processed. Okay. This process can take, today's Monday, so I don't expect them to be too busy. So I'll say probably 4 hours, 3 hours, right? Fair to say? About 3 or 4 hours if you need to bond yourself out. You're going to have a bond. I don't know how much your bond is going to be yet. It can be, it's probably going to be somewhere around $2,500. Now, if you go with the bonds person, you pay 10% of that money, okay? Which would be, let's say, if it's $2,500, 10% is $250. You pay that $250, you get out, but you will have a court date. And then your court date will probably be anywhere 3 to 6 months. You get assigned a defense.
The officer explains her legal rights and what lies ahead. a court date in the coming months, a public defender, unless she hires her own attorney, and the potential to negotiate repayment to lessen the consequences.
Which they will represent you for free, unless you want to hire your own private attorney. If you want to hire your own private attorney, you just tell the state defense attorney that you don't need him, that you have your own attorney. If you want to talk to the defense attorney first, the public defender's office, you talk to them, get everything with them, and then if you okay with him and want to use him, there's a minimum cost for you. Okay, until until we go to court, either solve the case one way or other. All right. You have any questions for me?
So I mean, so if when I go to court, like what's the solution? Like what happened after that? Because I already admitted to pay back.
Okay, so you can mention that to your attorney. Okay, that you agree to pay back Macy's full reimbursement and all that, and he can work with Macy's on that. Okay. Again, I'm telling you some of this stuff. I'm not the best person because I'm not an attorney, right? I'm just speaking on my experience itself. So your attorney will give you more details to what's the solution or the outcome of your case, in a later time. But make it simple, especially without being an attorney. Every case we have a couple solutions. One is the state attorney dismissing the case. Okay, which means the state attorney reviews everything and says we don't have enough evidence to prosecute her, and they dismiss the case. Okay, the second solution is you coming with an agreement between you and the victim, but with that, both attorneys have to be involved. The state attorney's office and defense attorney's office, you and Macy's, the four of you will have to come in some form of agreement.
They also walk her through possible outcomes and the serious repercussions of the crime she's committed.
Which possibly be like, hey, Macy's wants you to reimburse them $2,100. Don't ever apply for a job at Macy's again. Boom, that's one solution. I'm just saying as example. I'm not saying that it will happen. Okay? And the third one is Macy's doesn't agree on this solution of getting paid. They want more. They want you to pay for, and then, there is more repercussion when it comes to Florida state law. And then they can say, hey, mine on Google or something. Because I know you would do it. Because everybody does it. Okay? So just bear with me. Let me finish with them. My partner's going to stay here. And I'll be right back, okay? You make the phone call and I'll help you. Any questions for us? They don't tow it or anything, so, and they won't keep the eye off, but it's better since your property's inside, it's better if your parents come pick up later on.
Alright, just take a look.
Can I get my bag though?
No, we can't go in there right now.
There's nothing inside the vehicle, correct? So any contraband or anything that appears after you come out, you will be charged with it, okay? Just letting you know. Not to say there is. They don't feel good.
They're too tight.
I put my finger in it.
Can you put it a little bit?
I put a finger through it. It's required a finger, 2 fingers. Probably because of where you're sitting. And if you're moving your hands.
It's going to be a short ride. It's less than 5 minutes.
Number 2. This is the worst way to act after getting fired. Police are dispatched to Adient Aerospace after a former employee shows up at the business post-termination and begins causing a disruption. The woman who had been fired insists she never received official notice and refuses to leave the premises. Officers arrive to find her agitated and uncooperative.
building, please.
No, you gonna hand me my mace.
What,
Just gonna
what
get on
stuff?
my dick.
What do you got that's
And you ain't never gonna see this guy.
handing you the mace. Okay.
Tell him to hand me that mace.
That's it?
Period. They thirsty to steal on my mace, and I got one right here. So what's up? You want to get mace now? Cause you got my shit.
You need to calm down.
No.
You need to calm down.
Hand me my mace before I cool off. And I threw water at him. That wasn't spit, baby. What's up with that?
I couldn't hear you.
I threw water at him. That wasn't spit, baby.
Hey. Hey. Ma'am. Let's go outside and have a conversation.
So you gonna hold me? Y'all ain't got no mace on y'all, do y'all? Let me get y'all mace. He got my mace.
Okay. Listen, we'll talk about the mace when we get outside. I don't have a listen. If you can calm down and we can resolve this peacefully, I don't have a problem giving you your mace when you're on your way. Do you have a car here?
No, I actually got a ride here. It don't even matter because if I was getting a ride back, I was paying cabs to give me rides.
Okay, we'll get
so
you
why
home.
would you be mad because the cab gonna pick me up? But my cab know exactly what time he's supposed to be here.
No one's. That's not what I'm talking about.
So what are you talking
Come
about?
outside and have a conversation.
He has to give me my mace.
All right, look. At this point, you're trespassing, okay? I'm trying not to take you to jail. That's what I'm trying to avoid.
They attempt to reason with her, offering to return her mace if she calmly leaves. She refuses and begins arguing and disregarding orders.
All right? We'll talk about the mace. I can probably get it back for you. You just got to be cool. That's
And
all.
I just want to let you know how I'm trespassing if I got these gloves on. And I got these glasses. Where I get these from Haiti.
Okay, listen. They don't want you here anymore, so it's trespassing.
That's fine, but you have to give me my mace.
I already explained to you, if we can be cool here, go outside and have a conversation, I'll get you your mace back. But right now, you're not in control of yourself.
Okay, look.
So I'm not going to hand that to you.
I'm calm, right?
That's fine. So what I just said to you was we need to walk outside and have a conversation.
Why? What you think I need to get some air?
I think we all should go outside together, yes. It's either that we have to get you out of here.
I don't think ain't no fire alarm system going off. They should have made it in school again.
None of that makes sense. That means nothing to us right now.
Wow, so you think I'm supposed to walk out without my mace and then jump me, stump on me, and play LPD police? And
No one's gonna do
put it
that.
on most funniest stump out.
Nobody's gonna do that to you.
Huh?
No one's gonna do that to you.
Bro, do it look like I trust that?
What?
Like, look in my eyes.
Okay,
Look
look.
in my eyes. Do it look like I trust anything you're
I don't
saying
know,
right now?
but what I'm telling you is if we don't do that, we're taking you to jail right now for trespassing.
And my mace too?
Huh? No.
Bring my mace with me. I'll go to jail.
No, your mace ain't coming with you. No.
So
I
you're
already
trying
told
to
you.
finesse my mace?
I already told you. Nobody wants your mace.
Yes, he do because he holding on it so hard.
Ma'am, I already told you if you can be cool, walk outside with us, we have a conversation, I could probably get that back for you.
You gonna take me home?
Maybe. If everything goes okay.
I ain't putting no maybes. I'm a certain type of person.
Listen, if you cooperate with us, yeah, I don't have an issue with that. I have no problem.
I'm doing all the cooperating that I need to do so far. I'm not even supposed to be talking to you without a lawyer.
You're not even supposed to be in this building right now.
Actually, no, I never been clocked out.
Okay, well, let's go. Let's go.
Let's
we'll
go
leave.
clock out first.
Let's leave. No, you don't need to clock out.
Yes, I do.
Nope, no, you don't. Give me your arms.
Okay, no thanks.
Nope, we're past that point. Give me your arms.
When officers try to escort her out, things escalate quickly.
All you had to do was cooperate. We told you this already. Nope, you didn't.
I did.
We're past that point. Stop.
But I did.
Stop.
But you're not supposed to be touching me. You're not supposed to be touching me at all. You know you're not supposed to be touching me. You're not supposed to be touching me. You're not supposed to be touching me yet. You're not supposed to be touching me. 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 You're not supposed to be touching me.
She yells, physically resists, and has to be restrained. The question now, will she calm down and cooperate? Let's find out.
I didn't even do like all I wanted to do was get my money.
I'll take it. Thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, my whole foot came off.
Mine here. Swap me. I'll check mine.
Appreciate it.
You gonna give me my mace back?
No, you're not getting that back at this point. Not with that.
Oh,
Second car.
oh.
Passenger seat. Second.
The other side.
Second car.
Can you record yourself taking my mace?
Lean right up against the car.
Unlock the front one, hit the unlock, would you?
Yep. All you had to do was walk outside, man.
Check pockets, quick.
Go ahead.
You ain't a girl officer.
I know, but I'm not gonna have somebody acting this way getting in the car and there's a chance of having a weapon.
Oh my goodness.
I got control. Check inside. Good?
Oh.
Yeah, we're good.
All right. Make sure these are good.
Purse, though.
Eventually, officers managed to subdue and handcuff her.
Hold, you got her.
Yep.
Oh.
Is all this really necessary? Stop. That's right.
They're coming, lady.
I got double lock.
Oh, wow. You double lock me?
Well, that's to keep it from tightening up on you so you don't get hurt.
Well, what about going home?
You're not going home now.
Oh, I'm going to jail?
Yeah.
Yep.
For what? My purse. He gotta give me my purse though. I say that shit. For what though? Can you hand me my mace?
Well, we'll talk to you in a second.
Okay.
You have your other camera?
In my pocket.
The bag, the purse, and her sweatshirt.
Well, we're gonna need her. This is broken. We're gonna need her info.
Prior to you getting here,
yeah. We're okay. We got 1 a.m.
We have an employee that she supposedly spit on as well.
Yeah.
We need their info too. I'll get the info. Stay out here with her.
Okay.
Okay. We can go right in this door. Yeah. Let me go.
I think his name was Rick. You said. Okay. Who was the op manager, or you're the operations manager? Okay.
Hey, Rick, you got a copy?
Oh, that's all right.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
You got your work phone on you?
Yeah, I got my work phone.
Bring it over here.
Say again.
I don't have mine on me.
You got her property.
During the struggle, she allegedly spits on a maintenance supervisor and threatens others with a second can of mace.
So, purse, bag, and sweatshirt.
Okay.
Where's the OC at?
So yeah, so in the back,
You got it?
Yeah.
she ran around the building. I mean, ran all the way around. So I snuck up behind her, and she had it like this. I ran up and grabbed it, and it threw it on the ground, and then she took off. So I didn't tear
Was she
her.
threatening to use this on people?
Oh yeah. Oh,
Okay.
she said she was going.
Okay.
So
We literally ran through our shipping system. I mean, that's dangerous alone.
oh yeah, that's
moving so that's what we called you guys like.
And this is because you guys let her go?
We was gonna let
so
her go.
we let her
She took
go because she's got
hoodie off.
lingerie on. You can't
She has
have
lingerie
it.
on in our
Yeah,
building.
yeah,
it's inappropriate.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So she's like, "You're gonna make me leave," and she takes off. And I told him, "Hey, she's running." He's like, he couldn't believe it. He's like, "Really?
Hold on 1 second.
That's when she got in the cafeteria. That's when she got it with me. She got, I'll make sure. And she walked up, so I backed up.
Yeah, where's the other one? 'Cause she had it in her hand, I think. Well, that's what I noticed right before I
Yeah,
put
the
her
black one.
cuffs.
She has another one.
Does she?
Another one.
Let this be a lesson. Returning to your former job to make threats after being fired never ends well.
Because when I grabbed the hold of her, it hit the floor.
Yeah, because she walked up on our supervisor for maintenance, and that's when she spit in his face.
Okay.
Yeah, let's get his info.
His info.
He's coming.
He's coming out here.
I thought she was coming at me.
I thought she was.
She was because I'm the one that took it.
Yeah,
so then Rick stepped in front of her.
And like took a step.
And I'm like, oh no. And she just
was
spit.
makes you and just, and I was just like, oh my god.
If she would have took off another running, we would have had to catch her ass. He was just crazy.
What's your name?
Joshua. What's your license? Smith. You got a phone number? Yeah, 49. Yeah, he said everything's good. 350. Yes. I just got to hold it. So everything's fine.
Do you have ID in your purse?
Well, yes.
What's that?
Yes.
Okay.
If I do it, can you let me go? Because all I wanted to do is get my mace.
Well, we have a lot going on there.
Like what? Water?
Well, we have an issue of you were being terminated and refusing to leave.
I promise you, I never was told that I was terminated by my temp service. Then also, I was staying until another temp service had got resigned, but he never told me he fired me on site.
Okay. Well, that's what we have. Obviously, when we got there, when I got there, we have an issue of disorderly conduct. Threatening to use mace on people and spitting on somebody is assault.
He had touched me at first and took my mace. I didn't threaten to use it.
Well,
I told him I had another one.
Running around through their business with mace in hand, based on what they're saying is you were threatening to use it, is assault.
I took my mace out. Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't take my mace out until we got in there and I showed him I had another one.
Okay.
So can I just go home?
No, not at this point. If you would have been cooperative and calmed down when I asked you to, we would have had something to work with, but you escalated it completely to another level.
She's ultimately arrested for assault on a peace officer, resisting arrest, criminal damage, and possibly additional charges related to her interaction with employees.
'77 dispatch. Right, but you were running through an area where it was dangerous that nobody's allowed to run through.
I was opening, trying to go to the door right there, the shipping door.
Okay.
So what did you ask me? Because I think I'm trying to leave. Can I get my mace? And my purse?
Hold on. You're not getting anything while you're back there.
Number 1. $25,000 in tickets vanish. And it all leads back to the clerk. A gas station clerk steals over $25,000 in lottery tickets, scanning only the winners. She cashes in some, but gets caught when she tries to claim a $25,000 prize, triggering an investigation by the Florida Lottery and police. Here's what happens when police confront her.
Hey, can you come with me real quick? I gotta talk to you. Yes. What happened? We gotta talk about some stuff. Step outside for me.
What? God.
We'll talk about it. Come on. See if you come here for me real quick. 255.
What is this about?
Come on, just come this way. Alright, come over here. Come see right here. Stand against my car, alright?
Okay, what is this about?
I'm gonna explain it to you, okay? Just hang out. Okay? Just give me a second, okay?
Okay.
Just let me get through the steps and then we're gonna go from there, okay? So I'm gonna read you something, alright? Just bear with me a second, okay? You have the right to remain silent. Do you understand that? Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. Do you understand that?
Okay.
You understand? You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him present with you while you're being questioned. Do you understand that? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish. Do you understand that? Do you understand each of these rights? Have I explained them to you?
Yes.
All right, having these rights in mind, do you want to talk to me?
About? I want to know what it's about.
All right, it's about some lottery tickets.
Okay.
All right. Do you know anything about lottery tickets?
Yes.
Okay. What do you know about them?
That I work with them.
Okay. What else do you know about them? I'm giving you a chance to be forthcoming and honest with me. So I'm going to give you a chance to tell me what happened. And then based on what you say, I'm going to tell you what I know.
Okay.
But I'm giving you a chance to be honest, okay?
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
Okay, so...
Here?
Yeah, there's something happened here about some lottery tickets. Your name came up.
Okay.
I've been doing a lot of research today. Let's just put it that way, okay?
Okay.
So look, I came up here to talk to you. So to give you maybe there's a logical explanation to this. I don't know. That's why I'm here, to give you a chance to explain.
Okay.
So
Will she finally come clean or double down and play the victim? Let's find out.
That's what I'm here for. Go ahead.
Can I talk to my boss?
No, not right now.
Okay, well, I don't know. What am I being blamed for? Stolen lottery tickets or something?
Do you know anything about any stolen lottery tickets?
Not really. I mean,
Were you
no.
working last Thursday?
Last Thursday?
That would have been
The 15th.
15th.
I don't know. I can check my phone. I don't know.
You remember? You were here because I already know you were here last time.
Oh, okay. Well, so what? I mean,
I'm just giving you a chance to be just to be upfront with me. That's all.
Did anything happen involving lottery tickets last Thursday? Scratch offs.
Did you make a mistake?
yeah, I probably, but I thought I worked that over with him.
What mistake did you make?
Well, he said that there was a short or something like that.
A short of what?
I don't really remember. That's
No,
what
I'm asking a short of lottery tickets?
I guess, yeah, the count.
Okay.
When you say a short, how do you mean? Is it one ticket missing? Is it like 80 tickets missing?
I don't know. There was a short, I guess, of like maybe a couple, like $50, $60 or something like that, I guess.
So like a short in your drawer or a
No,
short
because you have to actually count them as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know how
the tickets were short.
Yeah.
Okay. Did
So
he
I
ever
don't
say
know
how
if
many were short?
No, and I thought I worked that over with. I know he came to me and
Yeah.
said it, but I
Yeah.
thought I worked that over, but it would be coming out of my check.
Okay.
So I don't.
How much was supposed to come out of your check?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't really remember. I can look. I mean, I don't really remember.
Hold on.
So there was a short of tickets, like $50, $60.
I'm thinking that's one of the last thing I remember.
Who discovered the short? Who talked to you about it?
Only person who would discover is my boss, and who would.
Now, when you say my boss, you're referring to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he came to you and said there was an issue.
Yeah, he'll always come to you if it's short the next day, and then he'll let you know, and then I'm like, okay.
She claims a previous shortage was already resolved by docking her paycheck, but surveillance footage and lottery system data tell a very different story.
They work it out. Do you mean like he just takes
I'm gonna pay. Yeah, I'm gonna pay for it. I'm gonna have to pay for it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pay it back.
And how much did he say it was at that time?
I don't. That's why I say I can look at my phone. I can remember the day, but I don't really remember offhand.
Okay, that's fine. All right. Well, there's a bunch missing right now. A whole bunch. Like a bunch. Like
so.
I'm just like I said. Keep in mind, okay? I just want you to keep in mind. There's tons of cameras in here.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
You tried to do a good job, but there was some. We can still see some things. I watched the video.
So
that's what I want. This is your chance to be honest. Like, listen, there's bad people in this world, and there's people that just make mistakes.
Yeah.
All right? If you just make a mistake, say, hey, look, I screwed up, I made a mistake, it is what it is, we own it, we move on. But then there's bad people in the world that continually do bad things.
Yeah,
I don't think, and listen to me, I don't think you did bad things, because I can tell you right now, it looks like you're wearing the same exact clothes you were wearing last week.
Yeah.
So my guess is, it's the holidays, Christmas is right around the corner, you have any kids?
Yeah.
You have kids. You probably want to give them a good Christmas. We have all this stuff going on. Inflation's up, everything's up. Like, it's an easy way to make a few extra bucks, and it is what it is. I think all that weighing on you, you're a mom, you got all this stuff going on. It's like, again, it's Christmas, it's the holidays, like, we made a mistake, we own it, we move on, and we deal with it.
Is that what happened?
During questioning, the officer urges her to be honest, explaining how tracking tech links exact times, book numbers, and employee activity.
So am I going to jail today?
I mean, as of right now, you're not under arrest.
Well, we do have to explain to you the fact that the reason we're out here is because it's 5 full rolls of lottery tickets.
Yeah,
That's
that's what.
more than 50 or 60.
There's books missing.
Books.
Books.
So a lot of tickets come in these
Yeah,
rolls
I
that
know
slide
how,
in.
because
5 books are missing. Several of those tickets were cashed at the time that you were working here. And we know that because the Gaming Commission tracks every single ticket to the letter.
Yeah.
To the second that it was
Very
cashed.
Because it's in the thing.
Exactly. They were cashed while you were on duty at this location and no one else was in the store but you. So you cashed those tickets.
Let me show you something real quick. Hang on with her. I just want to show you something. Deanna. All right. So this is This is from the Gaming Commission, the state of Florida Gaming Commission, okay? Look, you know how it works. There's that's the product number. There's the book ID number. This is missing from the store, right? Look.
Yes.
Here's this is where it was paid out to.
Yeah.
Here. These books were missing while you were working, and they were also cashed out yesterday while while you were working. But here's the thing, nobody else is at the register while you're cashing these out. And again, here's another one. You, yesterday, right before it, another one. This whole book is missing.
The entire book.
The entire book.
Wow, no, and I didn't. Okay.
I'm being honest with you. I'm showing you a little bit.
Paper,
No, this is just the paper. Like, this is 2 of the papers that I have. I have all of this.
We've been working on this since about 9 o'clock this morning.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I said, this was just your chance to be like, yo, Officer Motes, I screwed up.
I did.
How many did you?
Black and white, but.
And here's the thing.
Several books are unaccounted for, and transaction logs reveal she cashed tickets during solo shifts.
You need to let the state know. I have to let the state know how many are gone. Because now you got to think about this too. There's innocent people out there that might have a ticket that maybe he thought was stolen that's not stolen. So I need to know how many books were taken.
Let's say it's a jackpot winner for $25,000. He gets charged with stealing $25,000 and tampering lottery tickets.
So what I have to do, we got to try to protect other people, whoever it is, and we need to know how many books were taken.
Did you take the books?
I know there was one.
Just one.
Yeah, and I don't.
Which book was it?
There was.
So look, let me tell you this, Deanna. Let me tell you this right now, okay? I know there is more than one book that you took, and I can prove that to you in about half a second, okay? Because look, Deanna. Look, Deanna. Look. Like I told you, I know it's more than one book, okay? So. You're giving me a little bit. We got to be completely honest. And hold on, just let me finish, okay? And the reason I know it's more than one book is because look, 12/18 yesterday, 1856 you cashed one. That's from one book. At 1857 you cashed another one. At 1858 you cashed another one. Those are from 2 separate books. So I know more than one book was taken.
I'm not saying that. I'm trying to think, but I know I don't have the whole complete book. But I just don't want to go.
I understand.
I have my kids out here. I live in the
You're not on London Crest anymore?
No, we got evicted. Like,
what hotel are you at?
My kids are out here.
I understand.
How old are your kids?
They're 13 to 15.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's not okay, because now it looks like that's bad, but then that, that I just broke
that was just a mistake.
Yeah, like, I don't want my boss to be thinking like I'm just here out to get him or something like that.
Eventually, she admits to taking one book, but avoids owning up to the full extent of the theft.
If he wants to talk to you, we'll let him talk to you, and if he doesn't, then, it's kind of up to him at this point. I don't know how, if he's angry or if he's just hurt or something like that, so, let's go.
Sorry. Can you hear me? Can I just say something to you?
Yes.
Yep. You know my situation. I really, that I worked for you for a long time, and I'm never
you're showing me how it works. How when you come in, you check the book number. I'm not just starting to.
She has to confirm that I'm the same one.
No, you call someone to bring you. She said she has the books.
Yes, they're in a storage unit, yeah.
No, I don't need the books now. I need the money.
Let's work on getting the tickets. Come on, let's go. You gotta get your phone. I'm saying, let's get your phone. We need it. Let's work on getting the tickets.
Like, I don't have it.
Well, the books are reported stolen. The books are no good.
Yeah.
The state of Florida.
Stolen already. Stolen, and we will pay. The books is cancelled. We need the money to pay for the lottery office now.
Okay, Sam, I will get that for you.
Okay, give me the money.
I'm saying, well, I don't have it all. You want my check?
I have 2 checks. That's it.
If you don't have it, you deal with them.
Let's work. Look, let's work on getting the tickets. Come on.
Can I just ask him 1 second, please, boss?
We're almost. This is not the time to do all this. He's already kind of said what he wants to say. We can't sit here. We're not going to sit here and badger him.
This is not.
Come on.
Okay. Well, can I grab my stuff?
We'll get all your stuff. Let's work on. Let's call your mom. Let's call your mom. Yana, come on. Let's go talk to your mom. Let's call your mom. Let's work on getting the tickets.
The woman grows increasingly emotional as the reality of going to jail sets in.
Let's work on that. Let's walk back outside.
This outside.
Let's walk outside. Yana, come on.
Okay.
Let's walk outside.
Can I just get something? Get a smoke or something? I'm nervous.
I understand.
I just want to grab my black and
Where's her purse? Hand me her purse.
Please, I'm begging you. Okay. My God.
Let's call mom.
I really don't want to go to jail.
I understand. There you go. Perfect. Alright, you gonna leave that stuff in here? Okay, leave it in here
I'm just gonna grab the phone.
Okay. So this is what it is. We're going in there just to retrieve your tickets, okay? So all this is consent. We're gonna go with you. You're gonna grab the lottery tickets, and we're gonna leave, okay? But this just says, I consent and agree to allow the Oak Point Police Department officers, me and him, to go with you. Got it.
No, I have to roll up
Oh, okay. I thought you. I was like, whoa! Don't do that. You scared me, girl.
No, why would I do that? You're right here.
You scared me. You gave me a heart attack.
I have to hit it to roll up the window.
I got you. You scared me to death.
Come on, man. I'm not gonna.
I was like, we're gonna make this really bad.
Oh no.
A search of her vehicle reveals dozens of lottery books, some unscratched, others partially scanned.
Bag out. Come on.
That's what I'm saying. It's right here.
Just pull the whole bag out. Just pull the whole bag out. Let's go.
These are mine.
Okay, just pull the whole bag out.
I'm getting the books that you asked for here.
Yeah. Okay.
These are.
All right. Tell you what. Just hop out for me. No. There's a whole bunch more in there. There's a whole bunch.
Because these are mine.
You didn't buy all those books. I'll tell you what. If we're gonna play, we're gonna play the game. I'm just gonna tow the car and write a search warrant on it.
I'm gonna get the.
Okay, we're done.
No, please. Here. Okay, just take the bag. Okay, Officer Mike. I'm sorry.
Let's go.
Mom, please. I'm begging you.
We're done playing games.
You just take the bag. Okay,
I've been nice.
You're trying to.
Stop resisting.
Okay,
turn around, man. Turn around. Stop.
Just take the bag.
Stop pulling away.
You will catch an
We've
additional charge.
been more than nice.
Okay, I'm telling you now,
Stop.
Mike, please.
Give me your other hand.
Okay,
Put your hand behind your back.
Stop, Deanna.
Put your hand behind
Deanna.
your back.
Can I ask you, please, sir?
Deanna, stop.
Sir, please. Okay, here. Okay.
Stop resisting.
Stop.
Because right now you're going to get hurt.
No,
Stop.
I'm asking you, can you just take
Grab the cup. We're trying to be gentle with you.
I got you.
We're trying to be gentle.
Okay, can I just grab
No,
At this point, you cannot reach for anything else.
We're done.
Mike, please, just take the bag.
No,
Just
we're
take
done
the
playing.
bag,
We're done playing.
please.
We're done playing. We're done
Okay,
playing.
Here.
No,
Mike,
we're done.
We're done.
We tried.
Okay, please.
No, hold on, let me double lock, Chris. Hold on.
Mike, please.
No.
I'm begging you,
I won't
please.
get tired,
Just
girl.
take the bag. Mike, please.
We're going to.
No,
We're going to tow the car and write a search warrant on it.
No.
You wanted to play games.
Please.
You have to, because at this point, you decide you want to play the game.
No.
Her behavior turns erratic, and she briefly resists arrest, forcing officers to restrain her.
I'm telling you to get in.
Get in
Wait,
your
no,
car.
can I just ask you
Deanna,
a
get in.
question?
Get in.
Please, sir, please.
Chris,
Please,
get
no. Mike, please.
Deanna,
Can you just
Deanna,
give me one more
please.
chance?
No, we're done.
Please, officer,
Get in,
please.
please. So this...
The second she said that those were all hers,
I,
we can take these because she showed them to us.
well, she gave me these, so... Why don't you just want to tow it? Huh?
We could search it at this point.
There's books and books and books in here.
She's been cashing these.
This has been going a lot longer than we know.
She's been cashing these and cashing these and cashing these.
I know. So, alright. Just grab those.
Yeah, I want the ones from the door too, because I guarantee they're
Yeah, I
from
know.
these.
This is crazy.
Look at this. This has been going on for a lot longer than
So
even,
we get...
even he knows. So...
This is crazy. I wonder... Well...
Oh!
Yeah.
There you go. That's...
I have to look and see.
Do not deface or lose this card. It must be retained in order to record this book as received.
Yeah. There's so much here.
Okay.
I say we just write a ticket on it, bro.
Okay. If that's what you
I
want to do,
say.
I'm
I
fine
mean,
with
it's
that.
not the crime of the century, but it's a lot. It's a hell of a theft. It's a lot more theft than we thought.
Dude, this is a huge
I
stake
say we
on it.
tow it and just write a ticket on it.
I'm fine with that. You're still recording?
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
still
good.
recording.
So, just so it gets on the camera, as soon as I grabbed these, I saw all these. I think these are all, these are all scratched. So, dude.
I say we tow it and write a ticket on it.
At this point, I don't want to go any further. Yeah. We could, but I'm not going to.
Please, please.
We're done.
But I was gonna get the bag. I just didn't want to seem like, please.
Despite her emotional pleas, she's ultimately arrested for grand theft.
Come back over
Mud,
here, slip
I'm
this
begging you. Mud, can you just give me... Mud, I need to ask you a
Look at this.
question.
Look, here's the thing. I'm gonna pull you out the car, okay?
Yes.
I'm gonna put these cuffs back behind your
But
back.
I just want to
I'm going to put these cuffs back behind your back, and you're not gonna resist us, okay?
Yeah, but can I just talk to you really quick?
We will talk, but we're gonna put these cuffs back behind your back.
I wasn't trying to hide. Look, I'm not gonna. Look, I wasn't trying to hide anything. Okay, can I just say something, please? You guys
Stop!
don't have to-
Right now, you can't talk. Okay, I'll make a deal with you. If you put your butt in that seat and you can leave your feet out like this, we will talk.
Okay, but I just want
Slide.
to. Look, I didn't want to. I
Put
didn't
your
want to
feet in.
seem. Yes, sir.
I'm telling you, I'm a man of my word.
Let me out. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
You guys
You
thought
made a
I was
mistake.
trying to
It's
hide
fine.
it, and I wasn't.
Look, Danny, what you were doing is you were trying to match up the numbers that you knew that I had.
No,
to keep the rest.
because I don't know the numbers that you
Okay.
have, mine.
All right, that's fine. It's modes.
Sorry.
Yes, ma'am. That's fine.
But I wasn't, when I walked you to the car, I wasn't trying to hide it.
Okay.
I just didn't want to pull the whole bag out and seem like this is really bad person, like a whole bag of lottery tickets.
I know.
And I wasn't trying to match up anything. I swear on my...
At intake, she's found with illegal substances and a warrant for missing court. After reoffending, she's arrested again and ultimately sentenced to 60 days in jail with restitution under a plea deal. And just like that, her shift ends with a mugshot instead of a paycheck. What do you think of these entitled employees? Let us know in the comments.